very proud to be a volunteer. This is something you do. This is something that kind of becomes part of manhood. That this is, you volunteer, you give of yourself, and you receive a lot because you do give of yourself.
That's what volunteering does. You may not get paid that moment, but you're going to get paid later in life.
So I think that the volunteering was just something that it was a good way to give back. In knowing that as soon as I started here, I knew that I was going to do the 8 years, the 8-year commitment, and it really taught me to finish what I started.
Volunteer meant many things to me, helping people, saving lives, compassion, strength, and responsibility.
Volunteering with the Life Saving Corps at the age of 16, it's something that I did because I wanted to do. And also serving the community of Jacksonville Beach, so it became a passion of mine, and it continues to be.
The most precious thing you can give someone is your time, and being able to give my time to this to the Corps, it's been life-changing.
This is Lifeguard. It is arguably one of the most recognized symbols on the planet. The Red Cross has been an icon for help and assistance when it matters most. Since the early 1900s, Jacksonville Beach has embraced this organization by dedicating a structure that would serve the people of our community for more than a century. And although it has been through a few renovations, it has remained a symbol of safety and security for the locals and visitors alike.
There are other volunteer lifeguards in Australia and New Zealand. However, none of them have that distinction of being part of the Red Cross, that international sign for help, that international sign for if you need help, we'll be there.
When we're volunteering, we're there on the Sundays, which are a busy day, the holidays, which are huge, crazy weekends, the 4th of July's, which could be a Tuesday or whatever, busy, busy days. It's, as everyone's seen down here in Jax Beach, it gets slammed.
The training, experiences, and support developed in the ARC VLSC does not end when the lifeguards leave the station.
It seems to be a natural progression for a lot of guys down here and girls to go into another field that is similar, where we help people.
It really forces you to think about yourself and how you can lead others.
There's not a lot of experiences I have nowadays that rattle me, especially after being in life and death situations on the beach.
Just in my family life and with my friends, I feel like I'm able to deal with some scenarios that other people may not be ready to deal with.
The Life Saving Corps gave me the foundation to know that there wasn't anything that I was going to be challenged to do that I wasn't able to do. And thus, I was able to put my fears aside, put my anxieties aside, and focus.
I think that the Corps gave me many gifts that I've carried throughout my life. It gave me confidence, and it taught me to never be afraid of a challenge, no matter how insurmountable it may seem.
The lifeguards of the American Red Cross Volunteer Life-Saving Corps have established themselves as leaders in the art of saving lives. Considered to be one of the best in the world at what they do, our guards are shining examples of how the human spirit, when bonded with others, becomes a force to be reckoned with.
I would put our lifeguards up with any lifeguards around the world, whether it be in California, Australia, Hawaii, and we're under the umbrella of the American Red Cross. In addition to being so excellent at what you do, we're charitable in nature.
Show up for the first day of training, and we'll give you the tools necessary. And all we ask in return is, your 100% effort, to something that we all cherish dearly.
The Life Saving Corps has given me so much more than I feel that my couple thousand hours of volunteer service has given them.
So this is one of a kind and something that everybody should be proud of doing.
Like I say, it was the bricks and mortar for my life.
It's brothers and sisters, it's family. It's not just a job, it's life-changing.
How many lives have been saved during the 100 years I don't know, countless.
I'm sure the two founders would be pretty impressed if they knew what they were going to do was going to last 100 years.
I'll always be a part of the Corps. It's something that I work so hard for, I never want to give it up. I'll be here for 8 straight years and 20 more after that. I want to be around for a long time. This place has already done so much for me, I have to repay it somehow.
A century of service, a fellowship for a lifetime. Whenever there is doubt, the lifeguard will go.
I am a lifeguard.
I am a lifeguard.
I am a lifeguard.
I am a member of the American Red Cross.
The American Red Cross. The American Red Cross.
Volunteer Lifesaving Corps.
When in doubt.
When in doubt.
When in doubt.
When in doubt, I go.
Corps means to me probably a lot of things. It was a very developmental time of my life. Lots of growing up was done here with a lot of the members, so you get the friendships. And then I think a lot of leadership I learned from being here, having to lead myself every day, to show up and volunteer every day, but also to do even more than the bare minimum, which is kind of the mantra around here, that it's more than just the bare minimum.
There's so many people out there that are kind of just in their own shell, they're in their own world. The Corps helps break us out of that, and it creates this ripple effect where I have the confidence to step out, to be there, be the difference for someone else when it's not comfortable. And again, that kind of sheds a light where, hey, this guy can do it, I can do it too. And it creates this sense of community where, yeah, we're out there guarding lives and we're saving lives, but we're also instilling this too in the public. We're teaching this through our youth programs. We're teaching this through our community outreach and international outreach programs. So again, I mean, could be one small organization here in Jacksonville Beach, but the effects are felt worldwide.
I mean, when I got in, the volunteering was the coolest thing in the world because it made you special. Anybody could have a job. To be a volunteer lifeguard in Jacksonville Beach was a special thing indeed, and all that is the esprit de corps that we have with our brothers in the Corps. It doesn't make any difference if I got in 50 years ago or you got in 10 years ago, we still have a connection.
So the Volunteer Lifesaving Corps taught me accountability and gave me agency over my life. I understood the weight that was on my shoulders as a 16-year-old, being responsible for the community when they were enjoying a day at the beach. I understood the accountability that the guards to the left and right of me were relying on to ensure that they had backup. And I understood responsibility, why it's important to show up at the right place, at the right time, in the right uniform.
The greatest aspects of the VLSC is that it's not just a summer job. We don't put in our couple years and move on. We pass down this knowledge, we pass down this experience from generation to generation, which allows our water safety to be the highest level it can be in Jacksonville Beach.
We get so many volunteers that go on into special operations community, doctors, nurses, police, fire, all these vital roles in our community. And if we lose that, we lose a huge training arm that you get through volunteering and not just working a regular job.
Corps means to me is somewhere where I can put in the time and effort and then not ask for anything in return. And this is the place that does it. You know, there's so much legacy and history and, you know, camaraderie and friends and family within this building that, you know, sometimes you just want to soak it all in and just, like I said, not ask for anything in return.